Assalamu alaikum and good morning, doctor and my dear friends. I am Arisha, metric 276790, and we are from Group K presenting about Generation Endgame Bill 2022. So let's move on to it. This presentation is about what each of us think about the implementation of GEG in Malaysia. So we will go in turn to talk about our own views and moral judgment on the topic. Let's move on to it. So my support is for the implementation of Generation Endgame GEG bill. As well as helping to reduce the government healthcare costs, the anti-smoking bill is meant to help teens and future generation live smoke-free lives. Many of our neighboring countries, including Brunei, Singapore, Thailand, and Qatar, have prohibited the sale of e-cigarettes, contrary to the statement made by Prime Minister recently, saying that no country in the world can ban the use of e-cigarettes. Using e-cigarettes during adolescence have been linked to oral cancer, including tongue cancer, and dentists around the world are concerned as we may see oral cancer in people in their 30s. There is also evidence that vaping is linked to seizures, cardiovascular diseases, and mental illness that will require follow-up treatment for almost a lifetime. In addition, the government would have to pay more for healthcare. There are long-term effects of vaping on the lungs, including asthma and scarring. There are no deterrent for those who are or may become addicted to vaping, increase imposed by excise duty on vaping. Furthermore, isn't prevention better than cure? Rather than collecting taxes in order to combat the harmful effect of vaping, wouldn't it be better if it were prohibited as it in Johor? Inhaling and exhaling aerosol from e-cigarettes contains potentially harmful substances. It has been long known. Additionally, people around the vapors face the risk of second-hand smoke because the chemicals exhaled is not merely water vapor, but also a similar chemical composition when a vapor inhales into their lungs. The legalization of vaping will result in an increase in similar outlets offering similar services, which may tend to distract our youth, resulting in harmful habits. Those in B40 group are more susceptible to vaping, followed by those in M40 group, according to the demographic study. The students reported that they were able to easily access vaping products without showing identification cards in recent secondary school advocacy program aimed at preventing smoking and vaping. The problem gets worse as there are more illicit drugs and even raw tar to the e-cigarette fluid to achieve a high. Despite these negative effects on their physical and mental health, these teenagers are begging for help to stop vaping. It is important that we listen to their pleas for assistance. We can help them lead a healthier lives by weaning them off of this harmful habit of vaping. As a result, we want this age group to eventually become part of a healthy aging population and to become responsible role models for the next generation. After considering all the pros and cons, I conclude that I am in favor of Generation Endgame Bill implemented by the Malaysian government. Thank you.
My name is Quan, matrix number 276825. I'm in support to this issue because the policy has the potential to significantly reduce the number of people who smoke, including youths who are particularly vulnerable to the harmful effects of tobacco use. By banning the use, possession, and sale of tobacco and vape products to those born after 2007, the policy could help protect young people from becoming addicted to these harmful products. The moral standard of the policy is based on the principle of maximizing overall well-being or utility. The policy is deemed morally justifiable if its benefits to society such as reduced healthcare costs and premature deaths related to smoking. The policy of Generations Endgame is unethical if it harmful to the majority of the society. Smoking is the leading cause of preventable deaths worldwide. and Malaysia has one of the highest smoking rates in the world. Studies have shown that the younger a person starts smoking, the more likely they are to become addicted and suffer from smoking related health problems. Other countries, such as Singapore, have implemented similar policies with success in reducing smoking rates among youth. The policy can be evaluated based on the cultivations of virtues such as compassion, responsibility, and justice in promoting public health and well-being. The generation endgame is ethical policy because it can help to reduce the number of people who smoke, which could lead to a reduction in healthcare costs, lost productivity, and premature deaths related to smoking. By preventing young people from starting to smoke, the policy could also prevent the onset of smoking related illness and disease later in life. The Generation Endgame policy has the potential to provide significant benefits to individuals and society as a whole by reducing the harm caused by smoking and promoting public health and well-being.
I support the Generation Endgame, which banned those who born in 2007 and later from ever buying tobacco products, including e-cigarettes. This is because smoking causes hypertension, lung illness, cardiovascular disease, cancer, and diabetes. It also causes most chronic disease and death worldwide. Smoking in public places has negative consequences for more than just the smoker. Furthermore, it infringes upon the entitlement of individuals who do not smoke to pursue a lifestyle that promotes good health. Individuals who do not smoke but are subjected to secondhand smoke, a combination of smoke emanating from burning end of cigarettes and the smoke exhaled by smoker, are at heightened risk of development cardiovascular disease. The exposure of pregnant women to secondhand smoke is associated with a higher probability of delivering infants with low birth weight, thereby elevating the likelihood of health complication. After birth, infants exposed to secondhand smoke have a substantially increased risk of sudden infant death syndrome (SIDS). Consequently, a ban of smoking in all locations is warranted. Smokers deserve to smoke. However, non-smokers should also have the right to clean air and a healthy lifestyle without a second-hand smoke. A public smoking ban may reduce smoking rates because people must maintain to smoke at home. Reducing frequency and nicotine addiction may also help smokers quit. Will also deter non-smokers. Public smoking set a bad example. Due to their moral ignorance, teenagers are easily influenced. Teenagers might think that smoking is a cool. Public smoking support the idea that smoking is socially acceptable. According to the Ministry of Health Malaysia, 40.3% of Malaysia, which are 4.26 million smokers, are students. Lastly, people who are smoke tend to dispose of cigarette butts on the ground, regardless of location. The protracted decomposition period of this equipment poses a significant threat to environment. This object threaten avians and other fauna that may consume or come into contact with them, resulting in harm. In addition, the improper disposal of cigarette butt contamine the marine ecosystem by releasing toxic substances such as cadmium, lead, and arsenic, which are subsequently absorbed by aquatic organisms.
Hello, my name is Teck Kiat, and my metro number is 277452. Now, I will give my moral judgment to the issue that we discussed, which is GEG. In my opinion, I support the issue about the implementation of Generation Endgame GEG built by government Malaysia that could create a non-smoking generation in the future. However, there are always two sides to everything, including the implementation of the GEG bill. On one hand, implementing the GEG bill will bring some positive effects to the country and the society. These include a decrease in the number of people suffering from smoking-related illness and decrease in medical expenditure for smoking-related illness. On the other hand, implementing the GG bill has its own negative effects. These include job loss, a decrease in national income, and a violation of customers' right to choose. Then, The negative effects can be recovered through certain initiatives. The recovery process from negative effects of implementing the GEG bill usually is about financial initiatives, and it is harmless to people since suffering from illness does not exist. Hence, implementing the GEG bill is an action that is supportable and more ethical in my view. Furthermore, according to the report of World Health Organization (WHO), which have high credibility, shows that the tobacco use result in over 8 million deaths annually, with more than 7 million of those deaths being attributed to direct tobacco use and around 1.2 million being the result of non-smokers being exposed to second-hand smoke. Obviously, there is a frightening number, so I think the action to decrease the smoking rate is very necessary. Thus, the GEG bill surely can improve the well-being of individuals and society of Malaysia. It could lower the smoking rate in the Malaysia and gradually create a non-smoking country in the future. Lastly, the positive effects of implementing the GEG bill is what everyone wants to see, and its negative effects are also not unrecoverable. Based on the public poll of website Tobacco Endgame Malaysia, implementation the GEG bill is supported by most people. This means the implementation of the GEG bill complies with the moral principle utilitarianism, which can lead the greatest happiness to the greatest number of people. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, hello. Now I will continue the presentation. I support the implementation of the Generation and Game (GEG) bill by the Malaysian government, which can create a generation free from cigarette smoke or vaping. This is because many health organizations and experts strongly discourage smoking because of its no health risk. This is because cigarette smoke contain various dangerous substances such as benzoate, propylene, glycol, tar, and various other chemicals. In addition, the issue of smoking has been studied extensively and found to contribute significantly to lung disease, cancer, and diabetes, and many other serious diseases. Furthermore, it's the leading cause of chronic disease worldwide. This also includes e-cigarette when used as a cessation aid or a substitute for smoking. However, there is ongoing debate and research regarding the long-term effect and potential risks of e-cigarette, especially among youth. This is because e-cigarette also contain nicotine, which is highly addictive and also can cause dependence on nicotines. In conclusion, generation and game is an ethical strategy because it may contribute to a decrease in smoking or vaping, which may result in decreased health care costs, lost productivity, and premature deaths related to smoking or vaping. Thank you.